I want to welcome Alex Galiana from SAHOF. Look at this handsome devil here. We went to college together, didn't know each other, frequented the same places, and look at us now all these years. Don't we look good for a couple of college guys?
It's
how you
absolutely
doing?
Good.
Are you enjoying this?
Absolutely. I mean, how can you not? We've had the opportunity to see some great hockey this weekend, and coming in, especially like this Pee Wee division. You know, this Pee Wee division was unbelievably competitive all year long in the SFHL. We've seen great games this weekend of it, and thanks to you and your group, people get to watch this. Well, we're watching; they get to watch it at home. So this is just outstanding.
Welcome. How about tell us a little bit about when these teams advance out of the state of Florida? How well have our teams done in the past? Moving on.
Well, I mean, at the Pee Wee division, we've had an enormous amount of luck. I mean, you can go back. We go back way back, and we'll show a little our age. But the first national championship we won was back in '02, I believe. It was the Golden Wolves, and they were a Pee Wee team. Yeah. You had the Flames as a Pee Wee team, I believe.
Yeah, they beat us.
That's
they beat Blake and I.
Go back to play. But the Scorpions. I mean, so we've had an enormous success at the Pee Wee level over the years. Like many Pee Wee people, unfortunately. Ooh, there's a good shot. A couple years ago, USA Hockey decided that there would be no more nationals for this age division, and it left a certain amount of void. So the Southeast District came up with having a regional tournament for this age division. So the kids do get something to play for past the state championship. I mean, hey, they're playing for the state championship now, but now they're going to get to go one more place.
That's awesome. And the Bantam AA, the Midget AA, they all move on to the national championship.
That's correct. Everyone who wins at the at the AA championship becomes the SAHOF representative at nationals.
Tell us a little bit about opportunities for kids at this level with the Alliance, with player development, everything SAHOF does to help hockey kids in Florida.
Well, with the Alliance group, for many, many years we've been grappling in how do we handle the AAA Tier 1 situation. And last year, with a lot of help from Dave Kessel and his Tier 1 committee, there's some good stuff. The state was able to form a coalition and with the hockey programs to say, hey, we're going to let our AA players play for the Alliance, do it as a tournament team, but yet let them stay at home so that we're not watering down the AA programs at the expense of having a AAA program. And this year was enormously successful. Tryouts are coming up already. We're not even done with this season, and they're already starting to prepare for next season. But so the Alliance program has done, in my opinion, a great first step.
And as you can see right here from the Scorpions, we have girls playing on boys teams, and we have girls teams, straight out girls teams that have gone out of state and competed. Florida's done a really good job holding their own and even being very successful at certain levels, going out of state, out of the country, going to Canada. And a lot of these kids have been able to move on to multiple different levels of college hockey.
I think you can look, Lou. We got kids that are playing juniors all over the country. We got kids playing in prep schools all over the country. Florida and Florida kids are definitely on the map, and people are aware of us.
And that's because of the good coaching in the programs. That's because of everything in the structure that you provide at SAHOF with the rest of your board members. If it wasn't for SAHOF, this broadcast would not be happening. And everything they do to make these leagues. Alex is the commissioner of the SFHL, which is our AA league right here. But you've got Jeff Wood, the FAHL, the CFHL. Hockey is all over the state, and college hockey is growing down here too.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we're fortunate enough to watch a little Gator hockey.
Yep.
FSU. I mean, and while it's not the powerhouses of the North, but it's good hockey, and it gives the kids, young men at that point, an opportunity to keep going and play something else.
It keeps them playing. If you want to stay in the state and you want to do bright futures, your kid can still play and save a lot of money. UCF is ranked number 2 in the Southeast. Florida Gulf Coast is ranked number 1, and their national championships are coming up in just a week or two, right?
Yeah, I mean, and you look, Florida Gulf Coast, for example, they've got 2 Division I program. I mean, they're really a standout. and that comes because of the hockey that's played around that area. UCF, I think you're right there as well, because you've got so many kids from the Orlando.
Nice save by Kyle Meyer there with the glove save on the shot from Amador. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's like I said, look. But, like I said, I think the neatest thing about this, state championship weekend is not just in Ellington. I mean, we've got 42 teams that are playing all over the state. We've got Pee-wees down in Saveology and Coral Springs. We've got Bantams and U18s over in the West Coast in Germain. We've got 16s up in Orlando. I mean, this is a very, very exciting weekend. State championship weekend. It's all over the state.
It's the best. You get that energy and you get that vibe, and if you've never been, you need to come watch these kids. I was telling Norma on the way over here, I must have had a half a dozen people blowing the horn, saying hello on the way over, that we're all going different levels. Oh, big shot by Winslow, loose puck, that are all going to the state playoffs. Some coming here, some going to Germain. Like, the whole state involved with hockey this weekend is awesome. And thanks to SAHOF, we're able to broadcast this. And we really appreciate it, DSPN, and we hope you do too. So log in to SAHOF's website. If you're not a member, become a member. Support the local program in the area where you live. It's really a great thing. These kids develop. They love the sport. And then they become the next Lewis and Alex, where they're sitting around where our kids in college. You got one that graduated. You're older than me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But
as I've referred to him, he's off my payroll.
Well, I want to thank you again for everything. You're doing a great job. You're welcome to stay if you want to hang out.
No, I'll leave this up to you guys, a professional. I don't know how I can come after Blake, a true Canadian. So, but like I said, Lou, I want to thank you guys for putting this on as well.
Yep.
Hopefully one day we'll be able to have you at all the rinks during state championship weekend, so everybody can watch.
It's coming real soon. It's coming sooner than you think, guys. Anyway, that's Alex Galiana from the SAHOF board. Thanks again, man. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, Lou. Thank you.